So first bar which I want to put up has to be in middle. So somewhere here like this. So when we want to put up this bar, first thing, although they are rectangles, but we cannot create them as a drawing rectangles. We will have to create them as a sprite rectangles. Okay. So we will start creating the sprites. Yes, so many sprites we will have to create. In the picture which I am showing you, there are actually 43 such sprites, and we will have to do this because there is no pattern that could be applied to the for loop. So let's start putting the walls. I will give them name as wall 1, wall 2, wall 3. You can give them any other name as you want. So create a sprite. I want first one to be placed somewhere at this position. Yes, somewhere in the middle. Okay, because there are 15 dots, so there is no perfect middle, but yes, still. One more thing I am thinking, this 0.3 this dots looks a little bigger. So let me try with 0.2. Yes, 0.2 looks better. 0.2 looks better. So we are going to create one sprite somewhere here. And what will be the position if I want to create a one bar here? 205 and 52. So let me try 252. 200, 50. Okay, and what should be the width? We should actually decide upon a width. So I am taking a variable w that will be the width. Why we need to take this variable? Because the width of all the bars has to be same. Their length may vary, but their width has to be similar. So sometime, this width we will use as the length also. We will see it how. So maybe to begin with, I will take the width as 5 pixels. We will see if this 5 pixels is doing well or not. And length, I will say to begin with maybe 80. Let's see how is it coming up. Okay, so this is how it is coming up. It is actually coming exactly on the dots. I don't want it exactly on the dots. So I will move it 10 pixels towards the right side. Looks better, but maybe 5 more pixels or maybe 3 more pixels towards right. Yes, something like this. So you will have to keep experimenting. I have set the width as 5, but I think it's too thick. So I will make it a little thin, maybe 3. I will see if 3 works. Yes, 3 looks better. I will also shift it a little down. So which means this will become 60. Yes, so with each and every wall, you will have to keep doing these kind of experiments. So we have created this wall 1. Now we need to create the entire maze, including the boundaries. So what we will do, how we can create it easily. I have an idea that I want to share with you. So I am going to draw the maze here using this annotation tool. You can also use any tool whichever you have. So maybe something, like this. I want to create a maze. 2 lines maybe here, 1 line here, 1 here, and something like this, maybe. Yes. And here something like this. Okay, so this will give me a rough idea how my maze should look like, where I want to keep drawing the walls, and what should be its size. And we will also have to create 4 mazes here outside. Okay, so one will be here, here, a little gap because the Pac-Man needs to go out of this wall. So there should be a way from where it can go out. And this, something like this. Okay, so this is my rough drawing of my maze, how my maze should look like. Maybe I shall put 1 line here also, and accordingly I will now start putting the lines. I will now start creating the sprite, and they will be walls. So let's start creating the maze. So you will have to create a lot of variables, a lot of wall variables. You can give them name like this, create a sprite, wall 1, wall 2. So next I am targeting, say for example, this line. When I'm targeting this line, I will guess the coordinates using this grid, or maybe below the reset button, you can see the X and Y coordinate. So here the coordinates are approximately 308 and 62. So I will use the same to begin with, and I will see if there is any kind of refinement that needs to be done. And this could be maybe 80. So let me see how it is coming up. So every time I create a sprite, yes, this looks good. Maybe I can put it a little below. So instead of 62, let me make it 72. Yes, so this is fine. Next, I want to create this line. Okay, so create this line. Again, I will create a new sprite. I will name it wall 3. And somewhere here, I am guessing the coordinates 342 and 108. So 342 and 108 is going to be my next wall. '42 and 108. Here, W is not the width here, okay? Because this is a sleeping line, this is a horizontal line, we will keep the width as maybe, say, for example, 60, while the W will become my length because it is a sleeping line. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Yes. So I have this here. Now, if you want this to touch with this vertical line, I think I should adjust the X coordinate a little bit towards right hand side. So maybe making it 38 shall work. Yes, 38 works. So this is how it looks like. And a little down will be better. So 110, let me try 110. Yes, looks better. So we have this, we have this. I will again stretch it so that I know what should be the next line that I want to create. So one thing I can do, I have already created this L part. I will just copy paste these two lines, and I will try to use the same code to create this part here. You can actually reuse it to create each and every wall. That should be okay. But here is something I am trying to create a replica. So this is 308 and 72, this one. So 372 will remain same. Instead of 308, maybe I will make it 70. And let's see where we are able to create this line. Okay, so this line is coming here. Almost at the place, I would again like to shift it a little bit towards left. So it will become 65. Let's see how the 65 is coming up. Good. Now I want this next line to be like this. So here, my X coordinate will be 65 only, as it is for the above. So this will be 65. No, that will be less than 65 actually. So let me try 35. And the Y coordinate will be somewhere here. So 105. Let me try 105. It will be 110 only. Yeah, right? Because here also this is 110. So let's reset and run. Yes. The size looks a little bigger. So instead of 60, I will make it 50 and it should work. Let me make it 53. That will be better. Okay. So this way you will have to keep creating all the walls. So here I have all the walls created according to my maze, the maze which I had in my mind. And you can actually create the maze according to your imagination. What next I want to, so inside walls are created. I also want to create the outside boundaries so that the Pac-Man is not able to move out. Neither the Pac-Man nor the Phantom should be able to move out. We can actually use edge sprites as well for this purpose. But here, in this particular case, we will not be able to use edge sprites. Why? Because as you can see what I am drawing two doors, two gates through which either the Pac-Man or the Phantoms should be able to move out. Okay, and because we want to keep this little space, we can't use create edge sprites here, because with create edge sprites, this entire edge will become closed, and neither the Pac-Man nor the Phantom will be able to move out. So we will have to do a little tough work, and we will have to create these boundaries. And we will also create a place for the phantoms somewhere here, something like this, where my phantoms will reside at the beginning, and it will take some time for them to come out. And all this boundary as well as this place for phantom, I'm going to draw in red color so that they are looking distinguished. So how I'm going to draw it? Same way, we will create the variable walls. So one variable we have done till 30. So 31 now, create a sprite. This will start here, maybe 200 and 0, 200 comma 0. 400 is going to be my length and W is going to be width. What I will do, I will also give it a color this time so that it is distinguished. How do we give the color? To give color, we can use the shape color command. Shape color, I am giving here red. If you want any other color, that is also absolutely fine. Okay, so you can see this red color has come here. Similarly, you can create all the 4 walls and the middle compartment. You should pause the video and create all the 4 walls and the middle compartment. So here we have created this compartment where eventually my phantoms will be placed at the beginning, and I have also created this boundaries. That's all for this session. See you in the next session where we will create the Pac-Mans. We will give it motion and my Pac-Man will actually start eating the dots.